It really made no sense. Not sure what the Grizzlies got going on, but the Lakers have won 2 out of their last 3 games. James, having a high-level conversation here, what are your concerns still for the Lakers?
Defense, 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 defense. Slide your feet, stay in front of the ball. That's not what they're doing right now. They're giving up 124-plus points over this span that they've been struggling in. The blessing about the Grizzlies game is Austin Reaves went to work offensively. Luka went to work offensively. Bron went to work offensively. But it is going to be tough for Austin Reaves to get 30 and Luka to get 30 and Bron to get 30 in a playoff game consistently if that's how you're trying to win. They are going to have to play some defense. And I'm not saying you just hold people under 100 points every single game, but when you need some key stops, you need to find a way to get some key stops. When you get switched on Luka and Austin Reaves, you got to slide your feet. You got to play defense because you're going to run into some really good basketball teams in the playoffs, whoever it is. The Nuggets, the Thunder, they are going to put you in the matchups that they want to put you in, and you have to play some defense. Right now, the Lakers' defense has not been good, and it was good. Well, it was great before LeBron got hurt. They need to get back to that defense if they want to have some success in the playoffs.
Well, let me ask you this, James.
Talk to me.
Because I had the same concerns. When Luka came to the Lakers, I said, hey, man, it's got to be defense.
Yeah.
We see how he plays on defense. But if I ask you, who's probably the #1 scorer one-on-one wise, right? Isolation in the West, who would you say?
Oh, I would say Luka.
Okay, not the Lakers. You can't use the Lakers.
Oh, Shea.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Now, in the playoffs, you can't get around that. You talk about slide your feet and all that. That's cool. In the playoffs, you can't get around that. So you have to deal with that. And I think when you look at the Lakers and who Luka is, that's who he is.
Man,
and now I'm at the point where I take him for who he is. It's just like dating somebody. She got this going on, and she keep doing it. You know what, baby? That's who you are.
Yeah.
And for him, it's worked. Not hustling, not showing a lot of effort on defense. But the brothers been to the finals, James, the same type of attitude. The brothers took a team to the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors in 2022, and they shouldn't have been there. So I don't really have that concern I used to because that's just who he is. And him being that, took him farther.
So you not winning the chip? Because I don't know if you win a chip not playing defense.
The chip with the Mavericks, James. You with the Lakers now. So now I got a bigger alpha on my team. And I think I got a really good coach in J.J. Redick. So now we can kind of make this thing go. And Austin Reaves is a wing that's going to put some points up. So I think you're talking as a guy that watched him with the Mavs and that type of team. And having my #2 as
Kyrie.
Kyrie. Now I got LeBron as my 1A, 1B, however you want to look at it. So I think with this team, with LeBron and Luka together, I think the way he's been playing all them years, it might work for him with the Lakers.
It's just been a drastic change, though, because before LeBron got hurt, they was the #3 defense in basketball. Like, they was playing really good defense.
Well, he's back.
The players
he's back. Yeah, he's back.
And now that he's back, or even when he was hurt, you're giving up 125-plus points a game. It's going to be tough to win a series giving up 125 points.
I'm worried, most importantly right now, about LeBron and Luka wearing down because of how much they're playing. I don't think we're putting enough attention and emphasis onto the fact that those two are playing 37, 38 minutes a game. They cannot play 37, 38 minutes a game in the playoff series. It's highly competitive and expect to be healthy and expect to not wear down. We've seen LeBron James wear down. He should wear down. He's 41 years of age. Ask James Jones how that feels. It's got to be difficult.
I don't feel that bad right
now. But the thing about it is, like, if Connect's still not getting no burn, Vando's getting less and less burn. 2-5, I'm curious what's the rotation going to be when it's all said and done. Who's the backup 5? What happens if Hayes gets hurt? You cannot put Alex Len in that game. You just can't do it. So what happens if Hayes gets hurt? Do you start Vando? You don't even trust Vando right now. Who's the backup 4? Is it DFS or is it Vando? Is it Connect? Like, to me, I don't believe it is sustainable to play LeBron James and Luka Doncic 38 minutes every single game. From the micro, you see Luka's points per minute, they go down drastically in the first half. The second half, I believe he wears down within the games. LeBron James, I believe his body wears down within the seasons. That's probably my biggest concern.
Who is it playing that stars the minute?
Hold on. You talking about going for the playoffs, right?
Yes, sir, as we get into the playoffs.
I disagree with you.
You got to play.
Because in the playoffs, everybody's minutes go up and the backups go down. That's how it works.
Correct.
The rotations, right? It may be going from 9 to 10 dudes now. Playoffs is way cut short.
But here's the dilemma. If you're trying to compete with a Shea, who's young, Chet, who's young, and you're trying to compete with The whole Rockets team, young. T-Wolves, Ant-Man, the primary star there. LeBron James, Shady, cannot try to go blow for blow with dudes that are 25, 26.
I don't know.
He tried it last year.
I'll just say this. Yeah, Luka's there, though.
Luka,
he didn't have Luka. And another thing is, you need to, your stars going to play a lot. Yeah. In 2022, they kept saying things with the Warriors. Oh, the Sacramento team, like they're younger. That didn't matter. That didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because
But remember, Steph Curry had the whole first series, I would suggest, off. Because Poole was playing and Steph Curry was coming off the bench. So even then, like, Steph Curry got to exhale for the first round.
I'll just say this, man. In the playoffs, your main stars, old or young, are going to play a lot of minutes, right? And and you might, everybody's tired, okay? So you can't get around that part. If you're talking about right now, maybe getting ready for the playoffs, not playing a lot of minutes, I get that. But in the playoffs,
is it sustainable for this specific squad? Because to me, you got to play the hand that you're dealt. The Lakers are not dealt the hand of the Boston Celtics where Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both, I believe, in their late 20s. The Lakers are dealt the hand where Luka Doncic is notoriously not in great shape and LeBron James is obviously older. I don't know if the Lakers have the luxury of operating like Shady and like James and like conventional basketball wisdom say. I don't know if they have that luxury.
I think we forget that Luka's 26 years old.
Because how he look, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he look like an old man.
We saying minutes. This man is 26 years old. That is like prime time. And we can't forget that LeBron is just making Father Time look like it don't even exist. So for us to sit here and say that these dudes can't go through the playoffs and make a push like this and play all these minutes, that sounds crazy.
LeBron hasn't, though. That does not sound crazy. LeBron James has not done it, James.
But
against the Denver Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets wear LeBron James down
because he
to
has
where
to be ball dominant. You have Luka there.
I mean, you still had AD who dropped 40 points in game one. And
then game two got missing.
I think he got 28, 25, something like that. I'm not gonna act like Anthony Davis did not average 28 points, if I'm not mistaken, in that series.
Yeah, but it's how, though. Because we watch games where they have 22 points in the first half, and the second half, and the whole game end up with 30 points. We're like, hold up, dog.
It's not that I disagree with that.
That ain't going to be Luka, though.
LeBron James has not diminished father time in its entirety because I root for LeBron James, and it's hard for me to watch come the playoffs, LeBron just gets beat down and beat down and beat down and beat down.
That's you have to make every play. LeBron has to bring the ball up and make every play. Luka's going to have that ball in the hand. 26 of them points, 15 of them come off of grabbing the rebounds and laying it up. That's not giving LeBron rest. He just had to create and all that type of stuff. So it's different.
I don't know if I agree with you, Acho, because, when we're just trying to make to the playoffs and not be a play-in team, we'll worry about the playoffs when it gets there, but I would expect their stars to play. My biggest concern is what James said, their defense. Because they've given up, in the month of March, I'll give you even one up on you, 117 points per game in the month of March. Like, that's not good defense. Now, I know they can score, but that was their biggest issue. And quite honestly, how do they play on the road? They're really good at home. They're 28-9 at home, but they're 17-20 on the road. So these road trips are catching up. I get that. I still believe when the Lakers play at their best, they are legitimate title contenders. And when they don't, maybe. Their ceiling to me is really high. It's just, can you consistently play at that level night in and night out? And quite honestly, I was watching the game, and a couple of these games where AR-15's taken over, they give them a legitimate number 3 threat.
Correct.
Like, when all three of those guys are on the court and they're scoring 85 points and J.J. Redick's calling meetings with just those three, it tells me that, one, J.J. Redick thinks AR-15's a leader on the team. Yeah. When you're in a meeting pregame with Luka and LeBron, and then you go out and you put up 85 points between those three, that's a huge development, and he needs to continue to develop for them to be title contenders.
That has to happen. I agree with that wholeheartedly. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.